Back to the Bands World Cup of Surfing, Kaipagura, along with Ross Williams. Heat number 6 coming up. Adrian, Ace Buchan, Connor O'Leary, Ryan Callinan, and Koa Smith. And just to give you an update, the beginning of this heat during the break.
And this young man right here, all but qualified on tour, Connor O'Leary. And I love that first snap there. Strong, stayed really tight to his board. That's that dreaded deep water section right there that bends out to sea. So tough to gauge that section. But watch this first snap. Underneath it, upside down. Very crisp from Connor. Nice little sweep. So 2 good moves there, Kaipo. I know he didn't pull off that third section, but
and Tanner Godowska. So it's going to be a hard-fought battle. Paddling into this, Adrian Ace Buchan. And beautiful swoop off the top. Squares up off the bottom, and there's that precision that we continue to see from Ace constantly on his backhand. He just places his turns so well. Kind of missed that inside section, but a couple of nice turns right behind him. Ryan Callinan. A little more oomph in Arcal's turns, just because he's got more bulk to him. Ryan stretches out on turn number 2, and he kicks out. And behind him, Connor O'Leary. Look at this nice smooth wall, and he skips out, unfortunately, looking a little ahead. And an odd bump.
For that wind to pop up from somewhere. It's only a matter of time before it freshens. The clouds are starting to slowly but surely burn off. And there's that skip. You saw Connor O'Leary really desperately trying to get to that lip, and he forced it. And as a result, he pushed those fins too hard, and they skipped out on him. So he lost a grip. Behind him, Ace Buchan. I mean, this guy does not mess around. Constantly on rail. Love the way this guy surfs. Always a perfect style. Doesn't get too caught up in the air game or even sliding his tail. He just sticks to that rail and has the epitome of speed, power, flow for Ace Buchan. That's what makes him a consistent competitor. And here's Ryan Callinan. As you mentioned, Kaipo, he's a tall guy, but he uses that to his advantage. He has a lot of leverage, throws a ton of spray. But he also has Kanoa Igarashi, has the potential to double qualify. He's rated pretty high in a CT, just outside of the 22.
Here we go. Ace Buchan. Beautiful snap with a little bit of release. And the second one gets the fins out the back. Just paced and just beautiful technique and tempo by Ace Buchan. Sometimes actually goes overlooked because he makes it look so easy and so smooth, but what he does is extremely difficult.
I agree. He does make it look pretty easy, but the judges, they're smart. They're going to pay attention. That's going to be a solid score.
Opening ride for Koa Smith. And you can see the similarity with these deep bottom turns, but there's a little point of differentiation with a vertical stab by Koa Smith. He's a little hung up right here towards the end, and that wave gets soft, and he kicks out.
Yeah, Koa, that was cool. That was easily the most aggressive maneuver. Has a tendency to be that way in surf. You know, he's a pretty aggressive. He doesn't shy away from big sections. There was a vicious bottom turn that set up for a swoop, but this is a maneuver upside down and through the lip. And that's the cool thing. Now that the waves have dropped a bit from yesterday, you can see guys really throw everything they got into a section that's breaking at them. So you see there's the lip staring at him, and he pokes it. Perfect timing. Not too late, not too early. Was able to project out of the maneuver with ease, so very seamless. That's that flow word that's in the criteria. Judge is going to love that maneuver. Speaking of flow, here you go, right? Ace Buchan always keeping that flow. A little slidey on that second turn, but it's kind of more by design, trying to push the fins a little bit, and then a nice safe closeout re-entry. So we're looking at a backup score that's going to be.
And I just gave the big old commentator jinx to.
Sorry, Ace.
Sorry, Ace. Here we go with Koa Smith. Oh, hook. I'm just going to keep it calm for Koa so that he can finish off this wave. Another beautiful turn. Swooping down the line. Hooking that fourth turn. And he kicks out with a clap.
That is a textbook perfect wave for today. You know, overhead, double overhead, and then right there. That is committed, upside down, right in the tightest curve of the wave. That's where the judges want to see you perform. Not out to the shoulder and sweeping. They want to see you right in the guts, kind of punching that wave in the face. And that first maneuver definitely got it done. The rest was just a little sugar coat. So for Koa Smith, it's going to be a big score. And let's look about these little chatters right there. There's the one you saw, Kaipo. Let's see if he does it again off the bottom. And again, now there is some bump right there. If you don't have wind, sometimes the water doesn't know what to do and it starts to wrinkle, and that's kind of definitely the case right now. We'd almost would like to see a little more east wind just to smooth everything out. So Connor O'Leary just trying to manage that chop. And right here, just getting up to the lip late. There's nowhere to go, so you just...
Championship tour is 36. But let's take a look at what's happened so far.
Yeah, so Ryan Callinan, vulnerable, definitely a sketchy moment right now. Adrian Buchan, though, cruising. He doesn't need points, and that's usually the case when you're calm upstairs. You just surf with steady nerves, and you do what you want on the wave. You're not tentative, you're decisive, and that's his MO. I mean, if you could sum it up, Kaipo, Ace Buchan, maybe the most decisive surfer on tour. He doesn't get hung up with trying to go for airs or tail slides. He just cuts the wave up. That's the best way to describe his surfing. It's clean and on rail. So Ace Buchan, he's got an 8.27 and 7.83, but kind of the standout for me in this heat is Koa Smith. He's got that X factor, a little more loose on the trucks. You can see a little sketchy ending to that wave, but watch this maneuver. First one, a nice swoop, setting things up, but right there, upside down, and had to kind of get that nose out of the air there. He was about to poke, so that's always an indication that he hit the lip right in the sketchiest part of the wave, right in the steepest curve in that barrel. So a big move, almost a 9-point ride for Koa.
Look at Ace Buchan. He's going to take a win in this heat. He's going to move on to final day. Local boy Koa Smith, he's going to get in second place. He's going to move on to finals day. And we're going to be back with another heat. Exciting heat. Keanu, Kanoa, Frederico, and Tanner coming up.